Welcome to TripLife. Today, we're taking you on an unforgettable journey to the mystical land of Tibet. Nestled high in the Himalayas, Tibet is known for its stunning landscapes, spiritual depth, and unique cultural practices. One of the most intriguing traditions here is fraternal polyandry, where a woman marries two or more brothers. This rare and fascinating custom offers a glimpse into the unique ways Tibetan society adapts to its harsh environment. Join us as we delve into the heart of Tibetan culture, exploring breathtaking scenery and meeting the resilient people who call this extraordinary place home. Stay tuned, and let's uncover the secrets of Tibet together. Number 1. Fraternal polyandry and Tibetan society. Let's kick off our journey through Tibet by exploring one of the most fascinating and unique customs, fraternal polyandry. In this practice, a woman marries two or more brothers from the same family. This isn't just a cultural tradition, it's a crucial strategy for dealing with the harsh economic and social conditions in the region. Fraternal polyandry helps preserve family wealth and property across generations, especially important in an environment where arable land is scarce and the climate is challenging. By sharing one wife, the brothers can keep the family estate intact, avoiding the division of land and resources that could threaten their survival. This system also strengthens family bonds, creating a closely knit and cooperative family structure. Moreover, this practice offers significant social benefits. It fosters unity and shared responsibility within the family. Each husband has a role in caring for and protecting the household, while the wife plays a pivotal role in managing the home and holds considerable influence in family decisions. Notably, all children are considered the joint offspring of all the husbands, creating a stable and supportive environment for the children to grow up in. However, today this custom is gradually declining due to modernization, land reforms, and changing cultural norms. Despite this decline, it remains a topic of great interest among anthropologists and sociologists. What do you think about this practice? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 2. Climate and harsh conditions. Tibet's breathtaking landscapes come with equally extreme weather conditions. Sitting at an average elevation of about 4,900 meters, 16,000 feet, Tibet is the highest region on Earth, often referred to as the roof of the world. This great altitude results in significantly lower oxygen levels, up to 40% less than at sea level, which can cause altitude sickness for those who are not acclimated. Despite these challenges, the air in Tibet is known for being incredibly clean and pure, offering some of the clearest skies and most stunning vistas imaginable. The region's climate is marked by a sharp contrast between the seasons. Winters can be brutally cold, with temperatures plunging to as low as 40 degrees Celsius, 40 degrees in some areas, while summers are surprisingly mild, rarely exceeding 68 degrees, 20 degrees. This stark climate contrast creates unique environmental challenges. The intense cold of winter can make daily life incredibly difficult, affecting everything from agriculture to daily commutes. Yet, these harsh conditions have also led to some of the most spectacular natural scenery, including vast plateaus, towering peaks, and pristine lakes. The extreme altitude and climate have also shaped the way of life for the people of Tibet. The locals have developed unique physiological adaptations that allow them to thrive in this environment. They have different hemoglobin levels in their blood compared to most people living at lower altitudes, which helps them efficiently use the available oxygen. This adaptation prevents conditions like polycythemia and reduces the risk of blood clots and strokes. Number 3. Unique wildlife and ecology. Tibet's harsh and varied climate has given rise to a unique array of wildlife and a richly diverse ecosystem. The Tibetan Plateau is home to rare and extraordinary species that have adapted to its extreme conditions. Among these remarkable creatures is the Tibetan antelope, prized for its warm, fine wool. These antelopes, known locally as chiru, are well adapted to the cold, high-altitude environment of the plateau. Another iconic species is the yak, which plays a vital role in the local ecosystem and the lives of the Tibetan people. Yaks provide meat, milk, and wool, and serve as pack animals. Their resilience and adaptability make them indispensable to Tibetan culture. The Tibetan brown bear, Tibetan sandfox, Pallas's cat, and Tibetan wolf are also part of this rich biodiversity. These predators play a crucial role in maintaining the ecological balance. Ancient nomadic herders have faced the challenge of protecting their livestock from these predators. To address this, they selectively bred the Tibetan Mastiff, a majestic and formidable dog. These dogs have retained the instincts and resilience necessary to thrive in the harsh environments of Tibet and the Himalayan region. Tibetan Mastiffs are one of the most expensive dog breeds in the world due to their rarity. This remarkable breed symbolizes the ingenuity and adaptability of the Tibetan people as they navigate coexistence with diverse wildlife. Number 4. Unique water resources and global impact. Tibet is often referred to as the water tower of Asia, due to its vast water resources. The region is home to numerous glaciers, rivers, and lakes, making it the third largest source of water and ice in the world, after the Arctic and Antarctic. This abundant water supply is crucial not only locally but also globally. The glaciers and high-altitude lakes in Tibet feed major Asian rivers like the Yangtze, Yellow, Indus, and Brahmaputra. These rivers are vital for nearly half of the world's population, providing fresh water for drinking, agriculture, and industry. Tibet's unique geography and altitude contribute to the purity and clarity of its water. Lakes like Lake Namtso, one of the highest saltwater lakes in the world, are not only stunningly beautiful, but also play a crucial role in shaping the regional climate and ecosystem. The delicate balance of Tibet's water-rich environment sustains a diverse range of ecosystems, supporting unique flora and fauna that have adapted to the high-altitude conditions. Number 6. Cultural and historical heritage. Tibet's rich cultural and historical heritage is deeply intertwined with its spiritual traditions. The Tibetan people trace their roots back to the indigenous Bon religion and the ancient Zhangzhung culture. The introduction of Tibetan script in the 7th century marked a significant milestone in preserving Tibetan culture and history. Ancient Tibet also played a central role in a broader trade network, strategically located on the Silk Road. This positioned Tibet as a cultural and economic hub, connecting the East and the West. The Tibetan Empire, under the rule of Emperor Songtsen Gampo in the 7th century, expanded its influence significantly. During this time, Tibet saw the construction of its first Buddhist temples, such as the revered Jokang and Rinpoche temples. These temples became centers of spiritual learning and cultural exchange, attracting scholars and pilgrims from across Asia. From the 11th century onwards, monastic Buddhism flourished, leading to the establishment of many schools and monasteries. These monasteries not only served as religious centers, but also became vibrant hubs for learning, artistic expression, and community life. The Dalai Lamas became the spiritual and temporal leaders of Tibet from the 14th century onwards, symbolizing a unique blend of religion and governance in Tibetan society. However, the 20th century brought tumultuous changes, including increased interaction and conflict with China, leading to significant political and social transformations. Number 7. Modern Tibetan life and urbanization. In modern times, Tibet has seen significant changes, particularly in its urban centers like Lhasa, Shigatse, and Gyantse. These cities blend historical sites with modern infrastructure, reflecting the rapid growth and urbanization of Tibetan society. The economy in urban areas is diverse, with residents engaging in a variety of occupations such as trade, hospitality, education, healthcare, and administration. The younger generation is increasingly pursuing careers in technology and business, fields that were once rare in traditional Tibetan society. Tibetan cuisine has also evolved with urbanization, incorporating international influences while retaining traditional elements. While traditional dishes like momos, thukpa, and butter tea remain popular, urban areas now offer a wide variety of international cuisines. Tourism has become a major industry, drawing visitors from around the world to experience Tibet's unique culture and stunning landscapes. This influx of tourists has brought both opportunities and challenges, particularly in terms of environmental sustainability and cultural preservation. As urbanization progresses, environmental issues such as pollution and waste management have become more prominent. Many urban Tibetans are committed to environmental protection and sustainable living practices to preserve their natural surroundings. Number 8. Sacred sites and cultural landmarks. Tibet is home to some of the world's most spectacular and culturally significant landmarks. These sacred sites are not just places of worship, but also hold immense historical and cultural value, attracting pilgrims and tourists alike. Let's start with the iconic Potala Palace in Lhasa, an architectural masterpiece and a revered symbol of Tibetan Buddhism. This former winter residence of the Dalai Lamas is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and offers a glimpse into Tibet's spiritual and political history. Next, we move to the Jokang Temple, considered the holiest temple in Tibetan Buddhism. Built to house sacred Buddha statues, it is a major pilgrimage destination for Tibetans and Buddhists worldwide. The temple's architectural design and intricate decorations reflect Tibet's rich cultural heritage. Another key site is Mount Kailash, a sacred peak in the Himalayas revered by multiple religions including Buddhism, Hinduism, Jainism, and Bon. Considered the center of the universe in these traditions, it is a major pilgrimage site, attracting thousands of devotees each year who perform the challenging Kora, a circumambulation of the mountain. Barkhor Street in Lhasa is another essential cultural landmark. This bustling street encircles the Jokang Temple and is a key part of the pilgrimage route. It's a vibrant mix of shops, street vendors, and pilgrims, offering a unique glimpse into daily life in Lhasa. Beyond Lhasa, there are numerous other culturally significant sites like the Sami Monastery, the first Buddhist monastery built in Tibet, and the serene Namtso Lake, one of the highest saltwater lakes in the world, revered for its breathtaking beauty and spiritual significance. Number 9. Festivals and celebrations. Festivals and celebrations are an integral part of Tibetan culture, reflecting the region's rich traditions and religious beliefs. One of the most significant festivals is Losar, the Tibetan New Year, which typically falls between late January and early March, depending on the lunar calendar. Losar marks the transition from the old year to the new, bringing a sense of renewal and joy to Tibetan communities. The festival lasts up to 15 days and is filled with various rituals and celebrations. Homes are meticulously cleaned and decorated. New prayer flags are hung, and families come together to celebrate with feasts and traditional ceremonies. Another significant festival is Saga Dawa, which commemorates the birth, enlightenment, and death of Buddha Shakyamuni. This festival is celebrated with great reverence, involving pilgrimages to sacred sites, offerings, and prayers. The highlight is often a grand procession around the Jokang Temple in Lhasa. Shotan Festival, also known as the Yogurt Festival, is another highlight of the Tibetan calendar. This festival marks the end of the monks' meditation retreat and is celebrated with the dramatic unveiling of a giant thangka, a religious painting, and performances of Tibetan opera. The festival is a joyful occasion, bringing together communities to enjoy traditional foods, music, and dance. Other festivals, such as the Ganden Thangka Festival, featuring elaborate religious rituals and vibrant public celebrations, showcase the depth and diversity of Tibetan cultural traditions. These events are not only spiritual in nature, but also serve as a time for community bonding and cultural preservation. Number 10. The future of Tibetan culture. As Tibet navigates through the modern era, the preservation of its unique cultural identity faces both challenges and opportunities. The increasing influence of globalization, modernization, and political factors have led to significant changes in Tibetan society. One of the primary concerns is the preservation of the Tibetan language and traditional practices. Efforts are being made to teach Tibetan in schools and encourage the use of the language in daily life. Cultural centers and initiatives aimed at preserving traditional arts, crafts, and rituals are also playing a vital role. The Tibetan diaspora and the global interest in Tibetan Buddhism have also contributed to the preservation and dissemination of Tibetan culture. The Tibetan government in exile and various international organizations work to promote Tibetan culture and human rights, keeping global attention on the region's unique heritage. Another important aspect is the environmental sustainability of the Tibetan Plateau, often referred to as the third pole due to its vast ice reserves. Climate change poses significant threats to this fragile ecosystem, impacting water resources, agriculture, and the traditional nomadic lifestyle. As we look to the future, it's clear that the preservation of Tibetan culture will require a concerted effort from both local communities and the international community. By embracing both tradition and modernity, Tibetans continue to find ways to keep their culture alive and vibrant in a changing world. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the heart of Tibet. From its breathtaking landscapes to its rich cultural traditions, Tibet is truly a land of wonders. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to TripLife for more amazing content from around the world. Your support helps us bring these stories to life. See you in the next video, and keep exploring.